Hello? That was awkward. Hello! Good afternoon, good evening. West Ham had a lot of shouts in the intro from you or from other people, Ramdog. West Ham have won the vote. Okay, West Ham rebuild, here we go. To be fair, they are chalked. These lot of... Right, boys, welcome back to another live rebuild. As you can see in the bottom left of the screen, we are live on stream on Twitch doing this rebuild today with West Ham. Obviously, in real life, Graham Potter not doing it too well. There's a lot of pressure on him from the West Ham fans and the board. We have had our own little twist on West Ham in Season 1. We didn't sign too many players because we wanted to try and keep it a little bit realistic to Season 1. The most notable out of Season 1 is that Edson Alvarez has left on loan to Fenerbahce. On FM, this guy's an absolute demon. Hopefully, they do not buy his optional clause of 22 mil and we get him back next season. Of course, boys, in real life, West Ham have brought in a bunch of players: Todibo, Hermansen, Wilson, Walker-Peters, and El Hadji Malik Diouf, who will be featuring in this Season 1 team. The players we brought in ourselves, though, the only player we spent money on this season was Haidara for £16 million. A man who can play anywhere. He is a Megadad's wet dream. We are going to be playing him this season, though, as a defensive winger on that right-hand side, so that might give you a little inkling of what type of tactical style we're going with this season. He's a great player. He's consistent, very good at a lot of things, very well-rounded. I hope he has a great season for us. The first freebie of the window was Hervin Lozano. We saw him on the free agents list. The chat said we need to get him in, so we got him in. He can play number 10 on the wing or up front. Still got a little bit of his pace of old, but not too much. But his technical stats and his mental stats are brilliant. Again, he is a consistent player. We need a lot of consistent performances in this first season with West Ham to help us out, to get us up that table and hopefully improve our reputation, to get better players in along this rebuild. And the final signing of the season was Sergio Reguilon on that left-hand side. He's an amazing fullback on FM24, 28 years old, consistent, pacey, technical. He's got a leadership style. This man is a demon on FM24, so hopefully he does well for us down that left-hand side, getting crosses into the box, but also being solid at the back. Season 1's tactic is going to be a 3-4-2-1, kind of similar to real-life West Ham. Like I said, I didn't want to go too off what they play in real life. We are going to be training Wan-Bissaka to play right centre-back as a wide centre-back. I think he could do it brilliantly. We're going to be locking in Haidara and Reguilon on the flanks, Paqueta, the best player in the team, in the number 10, and Jared Bowen is going to be our left striker because I think he would be wasted on the wing. If we look at the competitions, boys, of course, we're playing in the Prem, FA Cup and Carabao this season. Our media prediction for the Premier League this season is actually top half in 9th, which I think is a little optimistic. I think if we can finish between 12th and 8th, we'd do quite well. Maybe a cup run. But let's simulate Season 1, boys. The chat are ready. I'm ready. Let's see how this Season 1 team does on this first season of the West Ham rebuild. Right, boys, end of Season 1 for the Premier League. We do finish 14th. We are very much clear of 16th, 17th. We're 4 points off 10th. I don't think we've actually had too bad of a season. I think we had a lot of injuries when we were simulating, which you boys wouldn't have seen. Key players getting injured all the time. But yeah, we had a great season, I think. I mean, to stay in the Premier League, you know, only be 4 points off mid-table isn't too bad. If you look at the stats for the league, we had the 8th most goals. We were not in the fewest conceded, so we were conceding a lot of goals. We didn't have a lot of possession. We didn't really do much, really. We had the 8th most tackles. So we were scoring goals and winning the ball back, which is good to see. If we look at goals in the squad, Bowen got 16. Fulkrug got 12. Paqueta got 9. Somerville did decent. Edson Alvarez, who was on loan, did decent on his loan spell. Not too much of an impressive season, really, though. There wasn't enough goals in the team. Not enough good average ratings as well. If we sort by average rating, I mean, 6.8s and above, you're looking at, you know, not too many. I mean, look at Todibo. Todibo played 9 games all season because of injury. The best centre-back at the club. This is what I'm saying when we were simulating. Our key players weren't playing enough games because they kept getting bloody injured. Next season, though, we've got £54 million to change it. We might look to change the tactic, but I do think it can work. I just think we had players getting injured at the wrong points. But yeah, we're going to go and do Season 2's transfers, boys. See you there. We've completed the transfer window. Right, boys. Season 2's transfers. Last season, we figured out that our defence and goalkeeper together conceded 84 goals in the Premier League. We need some new defensive midfielders and defenders. And we're going to start off with the first keeper we brought in, James Trafford. James Trafford over from City. Looks decent. Good reflexes. Good all-round keeper. He is 6'6" as well. He comes in for £4.5 million. Crystal Palace in this save. It did, in fact, get relegated somehow. They also also got Europa League, so they've had some mad cup run. But anyway, we bring in Adam Wharton from Palace at £9.2 million. The value of him right now and his current ability, I am confident is going to change over the season. This lad will develop. He's a great CDM, a great playmaker. Hopefully gets decent game time. We then also brought in another player for a relegated club in Daniel Ballard with Sunderland, a great ball-playing defender at the back. He's pacey. He's got good mentals, good technicals. Ballard comes in for 16 million. We've also brought in Axel Disasi at the back. Like I said, boys, we are bringing in a lot of defenders this season because our backline last year was absolute dog shite. Disasi comes in for 12 million. Again, one of them players with the top 6 clubs where they don't get played at the club and they have a lower transfer value and we snap them up, hopefully to make them superstars at our club instead of at their club. 16 million pounds, strong defender, good in the air. He's going to be great for us. Another relegated player we've literally just handpicked out of the relegated teams here, to be honest. Granit Xhaka comes in, bit of experience in that midfield, what you'd expect from him at Sunderland in real life, we want at West Ham this season. We've got Xhaka and Ward-Prowse in the team, 2 elite passers of the ball. He comes in for 12 million. He's a mega consistent player. He should be great in the simulation. Another player we brought in, our number 1 keeper, is going to be Matej Kovar, the ex-Man United man who went to Leverkusen and had a great season with them under Alonso. Comes in, reflexes, one-on-ones. He's 6'5", mega consistent goalkeeper. I think we've got a bargain here getting in for 15 million. We've also brought in Tsimikas, again, one of them players at the top 6 clubs that isn't getting game time, so we bring him to our club to give them a first team place. Tsimikas on this game is insane. At that defensive winger role on the left, he should be incredible. We've also brought in Mitrovic on a free over from Sauda. He's going to be a starting striker this season, a pressing forward up front alongside Jared Bowen. I'm hoping he's going to be a good aerial threat as well, if we didn't really have that last season. 16 finishing, work rate, jumping reach, strength. You know what Mitro's about, an angry man up front, a bit of like a Jamie Vardy. I'm hoping he has the impact on the Premier League like Jamie Vardy had as well. Great player. And finally, the last signing, boys. I know there's been about 10 million. Zabrani comes in from PSG. Again, did not get game time at PSG, so we've brought him into the team. He's going to be the best player at the club now. We're going to be locking him in at centre-back. And speaking of the lock-ins this season, Alvarez, Xhaka, Tsimikas and Wan-Bissaka are 4 in midfield. Zabrani's going to be at right centre-back, and we are going to be playing Mitro at that right striker. Let's hope in Season 2 we can do better than 14th. Now we've actually got what I think is a much better defence. Hopefully the attack of last season that was scoring a decent amount of goals is supported by that defence. Let's simulate Season 2. I mean, look, we're there and thereabouts, though, because we were 8th with, like, 6 games to go. We were there and thereabouts, if we pause it. So, yeah, look, we finished 10th. We finished 10 points off 8th in the end. I mean, we were comfortably 10th. Very comfortably 10th. If you look at the Premier Division, look, we were, like, 9th, 10th, 6th, 7th. Like, from here, we were 7th and 6th for so long. We proper threw it away. Fulkrug actually got 16 goals in the Premier League. If we look at stats, we weren't even in the most goals or fewest conceded this year. We were just bang average. I mean, it makes sense that we were 10th. We had 8th most shots, 7th most tackles. No, don't start doing this 6-7. We were just bang average. We were knocked out of the FA Cup in like the 5th round. 17 wins, 7 draws, 14 losses. We're close though. I think we're close, you know. We're a few signings away. What did the squad do? 16 goals from Fulkrug, 15 from Mitrovic, 12 from Bowen, 7 from Paqueta. There's just not enough goals either, really. They're sort of like, they're not amazing defensively, but then they're not amazing up front, so there's just mediocre pretty much. It's just mediocre. How much have we got? 54 million. 54 million. I don't know. I think we got to change the formation though. Right, lads, welcome back to Season 3 transfers, and the first transfer was a big one. Victor Osimhen to West Ham. Now, I know what you're thinking, not very realistic. This guy was stuck out in Turkey and he had 1 year left on his contract. No big clubs were going for him, and I thought, there's not a chance I'm turning up this offer. He comes in for £45 million. He is what I'm hoping is going to be the difference maker in this rebuild. But we've been getting cut in pre-season by fucking Fisherman FC, so probably not. Max Aarons also comes in for 12 mil and in perfect West Ham fashion, injured for the start of the season. Good fullback, very good physicals. You're going to see why we need good fullbacks this season. Andy Juve comes in the midfield just to get someone in the midfield with a bit of physicality, just for someone with a bit of pace, bit of stamina. He's a great player. Hopefully he develops a little bit. Andy Juve is in. Enzo Milo comes in for 5 million in camp as well. I've brought in Enzo Milo just to try and create a bit in the team. 17 passing, 16 vision, dribbling, first touch. I'm hoping he's just going to get tons of assists this season. If not, we're gone. And finally, boys, 2 quick loan signings because we literally get 900 injuries a season. Lavia comes in on loan for midfield and Matthias Tell comes in on loan for backup striker. This season, we're going with a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I mean, in pre-season, we were playing a 4-2-2 narrow, but losing to Adana and losing to teams that were in like the 4th division of the Hungarian division. So that got quickly left. We're now in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Mitrovic, Milo, Juve, Zabrani and Simicast locked in. Simicast is injured for the start of the season, who actually got injured for 9 months of last season. So as you can tell by my voice, maybe in the speed that I'm talking, I'm quite irate. We've also got Chelsea, Liverpool and City the first 3 games. So I'll see you at the end of the season when we're relegated. Osimhen, lick your lips, king. Thing is, I don't know if it's Osimhen who's doing well, but I'm going to guess it is. It has to be. Oh my God, for the love of God, West Ham Football Club. I don't know how many games left. I think there's like 7 or 8 left. Oh my God. Mitrovic out. Because I don't know if Mitrovic is doing well. I don't know. Come on, Brentford away, tough. Come on. Win the aways. Come on, win this away. Oh my God. Look at the running. Tottenham is the only game I'm looking at there and thinking shit. Come on, Fulham at home. Don't bottle. Oh my God. Hey, win this, yeah. Win this. And I swear, mate, Tottenham away, 4-0 loss, fuck. We're still top. We're top with 4 to go. Don't bottle. Palace 7th. We're second. Oh my God, we're second. I think we've got a game in hand on whoever's below us. Zabrani out. Shit. Oh my God, we won. We're top again. This game here, though, 2 days break. This is a big game. Get up for it. Oh my God, we won it. Come on. Burnley 20th before. Please. No. Osimhen out. No, not possible. No! Please. 5-0. Oh my God, first versus second. I feel ill. No. I don't know what's happened. Return from holiday. Please. Yeah! Come on! Down me now! You know what I'm saying? Fucking champions with West Ham. That is how we do it. What a season. Oh my God. What a season. Oh my God. What a season. Oh, mate, look at that. Look how close that is at the top. What was the last score? Oh my God, we 2-2'd. Oh my God, we 2-2'd for an equaliser. Massive season. Osimhen, 34 goals. Hey, you absolute legend. You are special. You are something. Max Aaron's 15 assists from right back. Simicast got 13. Enzo Milo at Camu we locked in. 12 assists. I mean, 10 clean sheets is better than normally. Oh my God, stats-wise, most goals, 93. Still conceding a lot. Not in possession. Fewest shots against were in there. Most shots, most points per game. Hey, that is crazy. From where we've been, hey, that is mental from how shit pre-season was. Squad: Osimhen 35, Mitrovic 19, Milo 12 and 13. Luis Guerrero went on loan, which is good. Andy Juve did decent in midfield. Max Aarons, Haidara did well. What a season. Hey, that was cinema. Right, boys, after a Premier League win in Season 3, that was absolute cinema. We had to bring in some big names into the club. We got UCL Football 2 next season. Let me show you who I've brought in. First up coming in is Max Dowman. Max Dowman comes in. Now, if you don't know Max Dowman, he is the hottest 15-year-old in the country. The most talked about. Everybody wants a piece of him. Max Dowman comes in. He's 18-year-old's 3 years in the future here. He looks absolutely insane. Passing, physicals, both footed. He looks absolutely incredible. Max is in my midfield. Next up as well, up front, Mitrovic is getting on a little bit. We have brought in the Dovdik for the last 2 years. He's an amazing striker, 6'2", quick, good in the air, great natural fitness, so he'll stay around this ability for the rest of his career. He comes in for 40-odd million. And finally, the first regen of the save, Lissel in the midfield. We signed him for 600 grand. He's now worth between 50 and 60 mil. Amazing centre mid. He can play deep. He can play in the actual centre of the park. He's in for this season. And this is the team that we are locking signing. Of course, with the Champions League football, you don't want to lock too many players in, but Dalman's getting locked in for the development. Milo needs to play 10, so he's providing them assists. Tsimikas at left back and Kovar in net. Tsimikas is actually injured for 2 months, and Kovar is also injured for 10 days at the start of the season, which is great and makes sense in this West Ham rebuild. Let's see how we can do in the Premier League this season, but we've got Champions League football. It's going to be tough. Season 4, let's go. Right, lads, welcome back to Season 4. Huge bottles were made. If you just take a glance at the screen, I know there's a lot to look at. We'll start off with the obvious one. The Community Shield win. We won a trophy this season. Let's go. 1-0 over Arsenal. Amazing result. No, I'm joking. Runner-up against Tottenham in the Carabao Cup final. Yeah, we had a shocker. All the way to the final. Did really well to get to the final, and then clearly just didn't turn up. If we look on the day, I mean, we just didn't do anything really. I mean, they didn't do much either, but we did equally as nothing. You know, if we actually put up some sort of decent performance, there's a high chance we would have won this game. Victor Osimhen was on the bench for this game and didn't come on. That is great to know. We were also knocked out in the quarterfinal by Newcastle 3-1 of the FA Cup, which if you look at the rest of the teams in that FA Cup, we could have definitely had an easier draw. In the final, Newcastle and Arsenal still to play. We were knocked out in the round of 16 by PSG. I mean, to even get to the round of 16 is half decent, to be fair. And then in the Premier League, we finished 9th in the Prem. Osimhen nowhere near as good this season. I mean, just all across the pitch, nowhere near good enough. And if I show you here at the schedule at the end, we had 3 very winnable games, Southampton, Brentford and Brighton. If we win 2 of them games, we get 6th in the league and, you know, we get Europe again. It looks all good. We absolutely bottled it at the end of the season. I can't believe what they've done. Squad-wise as well with the goals, Dovbyk got 24, which was decent. Osimhen getting 23 and 43, nowhere near as good as last year. Milo getting 16 goals and 7 assists in 59 again. Nowhere near good enough really. Max Dalman played every game possible. He's looking decent. Development's not mad, but it's not awful. It's just kind of a bit of a iffy season. You know, we had a lot of games to play, but you just expect a lot better, especially in the league. We should have definitely got Europe again. It's a shame we didn't. But the budget though, we got 52 million to spend. Finances are absolutely short. Let's go spend some money. Right lads, final season on the West Ham rebuild. We finished 9th last season, losing a Carabao Cup final. This season, can we get back into Europe and win a cup competition? Let's have a look at the transfers for the final season. It's cold. It's Palmer. Cole Palmer joins. Buffalo hits the primer as well at the same time. Cole Palmer joins anyway, lads. 16 million. In true FM fashion, we sign him. He tears his thigh for 2 months. So that's great. But he is going to be playing up front for us this season, which might give you an inkling on a tactic change. Another player coming in for 13 million. Joe Willock. Bit of a versatile player. Centre mid, CDM. Good work rate. Good physicals. I don't expect him to start many games, but if someone gets injured or he comes off the bench, I'm happy for him to do so because he's a great player. 13 million. We've also signed a regen this summer in Noah Holst. He's the first regen that I've ever seen that's unambitious, 18 years old, and he's at the top of his ceiling. But he has got 18 vision with 18 teamwork, 16 passing. He looks great. Valentin Carboni comes in as well. Again, going to be playing up front this season. £8 million. Technically, mentally, and physically decent. To be honest, lads, the strikers I was looking for, like the deep line forward type strikers, there was none of them. So Carboni and Palmer were the best. He comes in. Next up, we got another regen in Presidio. This guy looks absolutely insane. Box-to-box midfielder / box crashing midfielder. 20 determination, driven. Everything you want in a wonder kid. Physicals are amazing. Only 18 years old. Turns 19 in December. So he's going to be 18 for the next 6 months as well in the season, which is mad. He is absolutely unreal. £10 million. Freebie coming in is Lello at left back. Tsimikas and Reguilon have left the club. Lello comes in. But David Raum on loan from Arsenal is going to be the starting left back. 17 crossing, work rate, pace, stamina. He is absolutely elite in real life. I actually love watching him when he plays for Leipzig. I don't watch any Leipzig games. I just completely lied there. But yeah, David Raum comes in on loan. We've also got Danilo on a free transfer. I've never seen him look this good after leaving Forest, but he looks insane. He can play in centre mid or CDM, 2 positions that we're using this season. Ball winner, box to box, playmaker. He can do it all. And on a free transfer, belting. We've replaced Kovar in net as well in Noah Atabolu. He was 20 million. We sold Kovar for 30 million. It's just brilliant business. It's just what Robbo does. And then the final signing of the summer, boys. I know there's been a lot. Frederick Orsons comes in. A mega dad would be tossing and turning in his sleep with this guy in his brain. He plays literally every position on the pitch other than goalkeeper, centre back and striker. So right back, CDM, centre mid, we are covered. But lads, final season, the stream decided, let's try something new. So we're going to be playing a 4-3-3. With 2 false 9s. I've never used false 9s before. We're going to be locking in Max Dalman as one of them false 9s, as I actually think playing up front as that striker that drops in with the passing, finishing. He's also 6 foot. He's quite quick. he could be quite good. So we're going to lock Max Dowman in up front, but the rest of the team, I am just going to allow to pick itself. If we actually pick the best 11 as of the transfers and as of the last season, this is what we'd be looking at. So we've got Palmer. Dowman would obviously be there if I just put him in quickly. Dowman would be in there with Osimhen up front. We've got Danilo, Presadio and Orsons as the midfield, which I don't mind. Aaron Zabrane, Tadibo, Lello and Atabolu as the back four. I think it's a strong team. Hopefully we can push for Europe. I'll see you at the end of the simulation. Right, lads, the final season has been played. West Ham finished 4th in the Premier League, just 6 points off the title, using the false nines, which obviously I've not used before. I mean, clearly this tactic did something well. Obviously, we locked Raumin, we locked Dowman in. If we quick pick now the best 11, as you can see, the front three have linked up. The midfield have linked up the centre-back, so it's done all right. But yeah, we finished 4th. I mean, like I said, if I look at the losses here, when we were simulating Fulham at home, Leeds, maybe even Villa, Brighton, some narrow losses, a 1-0, a 2-1. If some games go our way and swing a different way, we could have won the league this season, but we'll take it. Last season, we qualified for the Champions League. Of course, boys, as well, when this video comes out, this save file from this point will now be on the Patreon. So if you want to take on this game from the 16th of May 2028, you want to take on West Ham into the Champions League, you got Precadio, who we signed this season, the wonder kid who's insane. Of course, we've got Max Dowman that we've been trying to develop and play, even though his stats aren't going up for some reason. Got players like Lissel in the midfield. If you boys want to take over this squad, you can do. But in the cup competitions as well, we got knocked out by Arsenal and Reading. Reading was a shocker, but every game when we were simulating in the cups was away from home for some reason, so that didn't help. But in the Premier Division, we do finish 4th. Osimhen was second top scorer with 15 goals. I mean, a lot of the games we were winning 1-0, so that does make sense, but it's quite a rubbish Premier League season. Raum at left back on loan did well. 7.3 average rating with 13 assists. If we look at the stats, yeah, I thought so. The fewest conceded, we only conceded 36, the second least in the league, with the fewest shots against, and we also had the most shots in the league. So really, maybe if we were more clinical, we might have won the league, because based off having the fewest shots against and the fewest conceded, the defence was great. We had a lot of shots in the league, but we didn't score as many goals. So I think the strikers this season just weren't up to scratch. If we look at squad-wise for goals as well, you can see that 17 for Osimhen, but then 12, 9, 6, 6. Obviously, it's not too great. Maybe the tactic needs to be made more attacking. I don't know. This tactic will also be available on the Patreon, boys, if you download the save file. You could maybe make that advanced playmaker on attack, or maybe make one of these a pressing forward, so he's a bit more advanced. I don't know, but maybe we should have gone a bit more attacking. I don't know. Maybe even change the mentality. That is the end of the video, boys, with West Ham, this 5-year experiment. Of course, in real life, West Ham fans and just West Ham in general, as recorded, I think they've just been beat 5-1 off Chelsea. So obviously they've not had a great start to the Premier League season. So in that 5 years, we won a Premier League in season 3. We lost a cup final in season 4, and then in season 5, obviously we got top 4 again. So the last 3 seasons were successful after getting rid of the main squad after the first 2 years and clearing out a lot of the problems with West Ham. I think the biggest problem West Ham have in real life, to be honest, is the slow midfield. Like, even on the game, you can tell, like, Ward-Prowse and Alvarez and Rodriguez, they've just not got enough physicality in the midfield, which I think, again, you see in real life. So, like I said, boys, if you want to take on any of the tactics that you've seen throughout this video, and also the save file from season 5, patreon.com/BigRobbo14. Look out on the channel for some new rebuilds or FM26 reactions when the trailers do drop, and I'll see you on the next video, boys. Thank you for watching.